Right, officer, I'm not showing that there's any interpreter or people that have indicated they need an interpreter today. Can you check and see if there's anybody that does?
I asked one, so we have to ask.
Okay.
Okay, so, mano para interpreter en español, por favor. Necesito un interpreter, levanta las manos. We're good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, my name is Commissioner Elizabeth Campbell, and this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for March 25th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. You are reminded that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say could be used against you. Most of you have qualified for a court-appointed attorney. If you are not appointed an attorney, or even if you are, you may retain an attorney at your own expense. At the conclusion of your hearing, you will be provided with paperwork detailing any orders that apply in your matter. I will call each of you to the lectern. We're going to start with Filiberto Perez, and then if Blake Wall would take a seat by the door. If you'd go ahead, sir.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
Roberto Perez, 11/18/1980.
All right. And Mr. Perez, you are here on three matters this morning. You are here on a new case for out of the Maricop County Superior Court new case, and you were arrested on 2 violations: an unlawful flight from law enforcement, class 5 felony, and a charge of drug paraphernalia, a class 1 misdemeanor. I have found probable cause for both of those violations. I am appointing you an attorney and setting 3 hearings in your case. A first one on March 31st at 8:30, a second one on April 1st at 1:30 in the afternoon, and a third one on April 3rd at 8:30 in the morning. All those hearings are in the downtown Superior Court.
Okay.
Because you were on felony release, or when you were arrested on these violations for which I found probable cause, I am holding you non-bondable at this time. In your second Superior Court case, which is case 4936, I am setting, and this was a Superior Court warrant for failure to appear. I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 hearings in this case, the failure to appear case, the first on March 31st at 8:30 and the second one on April 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in this matter of $500. And then you are also here today on a warrant out of the, hold on, I'll tell you, Peoria Municipal Court. And that warrant is and on that Peoria Municipal Court matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond. I'm sorry, you will be appointed an attorney at your next hearing in Peoria Municipal Court, and I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50 in that case.
What does that mean?
Since I'm holding you non-bondable in your new Superior Court matters, It just, that $50 bond will allow you to get credit for the time you are serving in custody. But you are non-bondable in your new felony, for your new felony violations. So, officer will have your paperwork if you want to step to the left.
All right.
All right, Blake Wall, and then if Andrew Ortega could have a seat by the door, please.
I'm gonna fix up this screen right here for you guys. Give me a minuto right
All right, Mr. Wall, could you please state your name for the record?
Blake Wall,
All right, and Mr. Wall, what's your date of birth?
04/28/2000.
And you are here on a new Superior Court, or a case, new Superior Court case. You have been, you were arrested for one count of prescription or possession of prescription drugs without a oh wait, hold on, I'm sorry.
As if, Judge, as if.
I'm sorry. One count of taking contraband into a correctional facility, a Class 5 felony, one count of possession of prescription drugs without a prescription for purposes of today's hearing. I am finding no probable cause for those two violations. I am finding probable cause on the following: unlawful imprisonment, a Class 6 felony, misdemeanor, assault, a misdemeanor, theft, a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, and 2 counts of disorderly conduct. I am finding probable cause on those matters. I am appointing you an attorney in this matter.
I think she's high.
Setting 2 hearings, the first on March 31st at 8:30, and the second one on April 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Phoenix court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000. In the event that you are able to post that bond and obtain release, I am assigning you to pretrial supervision to include drug and alcohol testing, as well as an electronic ankle monitor. You are not to return in the event that you are able to post bond and secure release. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate contact with any alleged victim, or have physical contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You are not to possess weapons, and you are not to possess drugs without a valid prescription or alcohol.
I'll be the judge of that, Your Honor.
And you must obey the terms of any order of protection that is issued or may be issued. You may not reside at the same location as the alleged victim. If you need to get your things, then you can arrange for a civil standby. And officer will have your paperwork if you want to step forward.
Seat on the back wall, we'll get you all set as soon as they get it.
All right, Andrew Ortega, and then if Donald Brunel could please have a seat by the door. Good afternoon, good morning, Mr. Ortega.
Good morning.
Can you please state your name for the record?
Andrew Ortega,
And Mr. Ortega, what is your date of birth?
5/24/88. 5/24/88.
Thank you, I'm sorry, you went too fast. You are here today because you were arrested for 3 violations: aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, threatening a Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all 3 violations. I have appointed you an attorney and set 2 hearings in your matter. The first on March 31st at 8:30 and the second one on April 3rd, also at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $7,000 in your case.
All right.
In the event that you're able to post that bond, you will be subject to pretrial supervision, including ankle monitoring. In the event that you are able to post bond and obtain release, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have contact with the alleged victim, or initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witness. No drugs. In the event you're able to secure release, no drugs, no weapons, no alcohol. And you must obey any order against harassment that is or may be issued in your case.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Officer will have your paperwork. You can step to the left. Donald Brunel, and then if Terrell Caskey could please have a seat by the door. Good morning, Mr. Brunel. Could you please state your name for the record?
Donald Brunel,
And Mr. Brunel, what is your date of birth?
0465.
Okay. And you were arrested on March 24th for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a class 3 felony. I did find probable cause for that violation. I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 hearings in your case. The first one on March 31st at 8:30 and the second one on April 3rd at 8:30, both in the Superior Court downtown. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your case of $25,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and obtain release, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have contact with the alleged victim, or initiate contact with the alleged complainant. You're not to possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol. And continue to provide the court with proof of a local address. If you'd like to step to the left, Mr. Brunel, the officer will have your paperwork for you.
I think he's lost. That one looks like a lost puppy.
Terrell Caskey, and then if Paul Bustamante could please have a seat by the door.
All right. And you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. I'll follow you back, if you will. If you like this.
I'm on the right spot.
What in the red is going on over there? Pobrecito. Thank you. Hey, thank you. I'm going to follow you guys back.
Ms. Caskey, could you please state your name for the record?
Terrell Renee Caskey,
And Ms. Caskey, what is your date of birth?
9/20/92.
All right. And you are here today on 4 violations, armed robbery with a deadly weapon, a class 2 felony, kidnapping with apprehension of injury, a class 2 felony, theft of a means of transportation, a class 3 felony, and possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. I did find probable cause to support all 4 of those violations.
You better close your mouth, girl.
I am appointing you an attorney in this case and setting 2 hearings. First on March 31st at 8:30, the second one on April 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000 in your case.
Damn.
In the event that you are able to post that bond, hold on.
She ain't going anywhere.
I'm going to set certain conditions on your release, including
Little orphan Nanny
we're gonna
going
need to
through some
reprint that
things.
one, sorry.
She's like, that wasn't me. That was
Including the
Patricia.
following: no contact with the alleged victim, no contact with any alleged complainant or witness, and no contact with the co-defendant in this case. You are not to possess weapons, you are not to possess drugs without a valid prescription, and you are not to consume alcohol. Please, in the event you are able to secure release, please keep the court up to date with your current local address.
She's about to be in jail right now because she's not going to be able to bail
out.
out.
If you want to go ahead and step to the left.
She's about to be in the orange is the new black, if you will. She ain't going nowhere. She's like frozen. Literally. Damn. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in her shoes right now. She's probably going to go to prison for a very long time.
Right. Raul Bustamante, and then if Jalen Hampton could have a seat by the door, please.
Her life just changed. Her life, man, she'll be eating noodles from now on. Her jaw, yeah. Kidnapping. I don't know in Arizona, but I know in California, a kidnapping, you're looking at life. You're looking at all day, at least 25 to life, 15 years to life. I go to supermarket.
Yes, officer.
So she hasn't even been processed yet. They probably haven't even fingerprinted or took her mugshot yet. But they're about to today. By tonight, while you're having dinner, she's going to be getting to her dorm or her cell. She about to meet up with Big Bertha, if you will. Her life literally flashed before her eyes just now, if you will. Afternoon. Yeah, California don't play. Yup. We had let me see, a priest bring in contraband. He got 7 charges and $55,000 in bond. The church bailed him out.
Paul
What?
Bustamante, please, officer.
Damn, hey, you gotta tell me about that one right there. That was interesting right there. Becky C, man. Becky C, she has the inside scoop from the CDCR.
Mr. Bustamante, will you please state your name for the record?
My name is Bustamante, Raul Bustamante.
And Mr. Bustamante, what is your date of birth?
My date of birth is January 12, 1984.
Thank you. And you are here today following your arrest for possession of weapon by a prohibited person, a Class 4 felony, narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and failure to admit that you were carrying a deadly weapon, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I am finding probable cause for those violations. You were also arrested on carrying a prohibited weapon, which was a Class 4 felony. I am finding no PC, but for purposes of today's hearing, but only on that one matter.
Hey, KY, thank you for the
I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 hearings in your matter, the first on March 31st at 8:30, the second one on April 3rd at 8:30 in the Downtown Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your case of $25,000. In the event that you are able to post that bond,
Sue, thank you for the follow.
Your release would be subject to certain conditions, including not possessing any weapons, not possessing any drugs without a valid prescription, and not possessing or consuming alcohol.
Hey, San Bernardino, yeah, San Bernardino, man, hey.
In addition, you would need to obey any orders of protection or orders against harassment that might be issued. As soon as the officer is ready, if you would step to your left, and he will provide you with your paperwork.
Hey, so this.
Your Honor, is there a way I can get OR? Like OR?
Can somebody translate that for me?
No, I'm supposed to get my truck out the impound, and it's very close to it. Already the 31st.
You ain't going nowhere, homeboy.
I've just been going through a lot of stuff, So.
Who's
I've already got this job and everything too, so they just housed me in a hotel, so, and I'm supposed to start working.
Hey, all this feeling up on yourself? Hugging up on yourself?
Already getting back together, everything,
Definitely not appropriate for a court,
And I
buddy.
understand that, sir. In view of the new charges for which I did find probable cause,
the thing is, Your Honor, the things that were in my vehicle, I really went to the impound and received, I went to the impound and grabbed the stuff out of the truck and everything, and put everything inside the individual's car. I was pulled over in, so somebody gave me a ride. So I wasn't able to get rid of the stuff that I had in my truck, and that's it. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do none of this stuff. I was able to give me a job, gave me get back on page right, in the right direction again, you know?
Uh-huh.
But obviously I got pulled over because of somebody else's vehicle, you know?
Uh-huh.
And sir, you can tell all of that information to your attorney and to the judge at the March 31st status conference in your case. But again, in view of your criminal history and your new violations for which I did find probable cause, I think a $25,000 secured appearance bond.
25 smackaroonies? Damn.
Maybe my violation.
Well, so you were arrested on March 24th for carrying a deadly weapon.
March for a violation. Okay, my violation of this one would arrest for this?
Come again?
For this arrest, yes. I
For this
understand that.
arrest, yeah. Possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, that would be you. Possession of narcotics, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Again, sir, in view of everything, and
The thing is, it wasn't my vehicle, and possession of being, I mean, none of that was in my possession, you know?
okay, well, sir, you can, provide that information to your attorney, but based upon the information I have in front of me today, that's my decision on your bond.
Man,
So go ahead and step to the left.
Would you guys let him out? I wouldn't. But that's just me. Hey, don't be grabbing those papers like that, homeboy.
All
Oh,
right,
man.
Jalen Hampton, and then if Demetrius Johnson could please have a seat by the door, please.
Up next, on this episode of The Price is Wrong, let's see what's
Mr.
behind door
Hampton,
numero
if you would
dos.
please state your name for the record.
Jalen Hampton,
And Mr. Hampton, what is your date of birth?
February 12, 2003.
All right.
Arizona, Maricopa County, if you
And
will. Thank you for that,
you
love.
were arrested on March 24th for assault, a Class 3 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct fighting, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and assault, a second count of assault with intent to injure, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all three of those violations. I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing an attorney, so I am not appointing you an attorney today. That doesn't mean that you can't retain your own attorney. You would just have to pay for that attorney yourself. There is an arraignment hearing set in El Mirage Municipal Court on April 1st, 2005 at 8 a.m. I am ordering a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. If you are able to post that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, have any contact with the alleged victim, or any witnesses, not to possess any weapons, not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, not to consume alcohol. You are to obey any order of protections or injunctions against harassment that might be issued.
I'm just kind of confused how I got assault and it was just supposed to be a domestic case. And I was the victim.
You're the
So
victim.
this is all information that in the event that you retain it in a lawyer, you can talk to the lawyer about, or you can present to the judge. Okay?
Hey, so after this is done, I'm going to go ahead and...
Demetrius Johnson, and then if...
So after this, I'm going to go ahead and run...
Melissa...
I'm going to run, what is it, Connecticut parole board hearings coming up after this.
Mr. Johnson, could you please state your name for the record?
Demetrius Johnson.
And sir, what's your middle name?
Michael.
Michael, okay. And Mr. Johnson, what is your date of birth?
11/25/85.
All right, and you are here today on three matters. Let's talk about your new case first. You were arrested on March 24th of this year for criminal trespass in the third degree and aggravated assault on a first responder. I did find probable cause to support both of those. I am appointing you, both of those violations, I am appointing you an attorney and setting two hearings in your case, the first one on March 31st at 8:30 and the second one on April 3rd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. On this first case, I am ordering a secured bond in the amount of a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. In the event you are able to post that bond and get a release, you're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with the alleged victim or any complainant.
Your Honor?
Yeah, let me finish this.
Okay.
You are not to possess any weapons. You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to possess or consume alcohol. And you are currently on intensive probation, so you will, if you're secure your release, you need to report to your probation officer within 24 hours. Now, you also have 2 probation violation cases as a result of the present arrest. The hearings on those probation violation cases, and these are in cases 7827 and 4153. You will have hearings in those cases on April 1st at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I am appointing you an attorney on all 3 cases. And in the 2 probation violation cases, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500 in each case, which means that your total bond amount today would be $7,500. In the event that you are able to post that bond again, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, and you will need to contact your probation officer within 24 hours of your release. Now, you had a question, sir.
Yeah, I just started working. I don't know where the assault on a police officer came from.
So when you were at the school, for your new case,
I was asking the officer because I was in the middle of trying to get rental assistance, and they said that I had open warrants, and I was trying to get the officer to run and see if I had any warrants, and that was just it. So everything else, I don't, know how this even came about.
okay.
Because I'm in the process of getting evicted and stuff, and I just started my job and everything. So
the assault on the officer, because he was a first responder, that is an aggravated assault. So in the event, you seem to have some a different take than the arresting officers. That information will need to be you need to relate that to your attorney, who will be able to assist you.
okay.
Okay.
Is there any way you can assist me with the bond so I can continue my job?
Based upon the information I have in front of me, and in view of the fact that you were on intensive probation when this all happened, I think the $7,500 bond in all 3 cases, so that's total bond, is appropriate today. All right, so if you want to step to your left, the officer will have your paperwork.
That fool ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Hey, so this is Arizona, Maricopa
All right,
County.
Ms. Perita, and then if Brenda Gutierrez could have a seat by the door.
Hey, also, if you could do me a favor, sharing is caring. Share this stream, please, and por favor, y gracias a
Please state your
ti.
name for the record.
Melissa Marie Parita,
All right, and Ms. Perita, what is your date of birth?
3/13/88.
All right, and you are here today because you were arrested on for 2 violations. One was unlawful use of or unlawful control of a means of transportation, which is a Class 5 felony. I am finding probable cause for that. You were also arrested for narcotic drug possessions, which is a Class 4 felony. I'm not finding probable cause on, for the purposes of today's hearing, I'm not finding probable cause on that one. I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 hearing dates in your case. The first one is on March 31st at 8:30, and the second one is on April 3rd at 8:30 in the Superior Court downtown. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,000 in your case. You are, and setting terms of release that you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and keep the court updated with your local address. So if you would go ahead and step to the left.
And this is Arizona, Maricopa County, if you will.
All right, Brenda Gutierrez and then Kevin Flores Souza, please have a seat by the door.
Hey, if you haven't done so, please hit that follow button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers so I could become part of the creator program, if you will. Y gracias. Thank you, Miss. Highly appreciate that.
All right, Ms. Gutierrez, could you please state your name for the record?
Brenda Gutierrez.
Okay, and Ms. Gutierrez, what is your date of birth?
3/14/71.
Okay. And Ms. Gutierrez, you're here today on 3 matters. You are here today on a warrant from the Pinal County Superior Court. In that matter, I am finding that for purposes of appointing an attorney, you are indigent, and that attorney should be appointed at your next hearing, which will be in the Pinal County Superior Court on March 28th at 8:30 a.m. Based upon the Pinal County's warrant, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of, it is a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $3,500. In the event that you are able to post that bond, you're not to possess any weapons, and you're not to possess any drugs or alcohol. In your second case, your new arrest in Maricopa, which was on March 24th for possession of dangerous drugs and a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. Based upon the limited information that I have today, I'm finding no probable cause for that or for those violations. That does not mean that that the case is dismissed, and you still have to attend your hearings in that matter. In that matter, in the Maricopa County matter, I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 hearings. The first one on March 31st the first one on April 9th at 8:30, and the second one on April 11th at 8:30. That's if you're out of custody. Because I'm finding no probable cause, I can't hold you in the Maricopa County matter, but you're still being held in the Pinal matter. And then you also have a municipal court warrant out of the Goodyear Municipal Court. In that Goodyear Municipal Court matter, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50. So, I'm sorry, I am in the Goodyear matter, I am finding for purposes of appointing you an attorney that you are indigent, and an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing in that matter, which, as I mentioned, is in the Goodyear Municipal Court on April 2nd at 8:30. So if you will go ahead and step to the left, the officer should have your paperwork for you.
Damn, she's gone.
All right, Kevin Flores Souza, followed by Antonio Campagna. If Mr. Campagna could please have a seat by the door.
What do you guys think this gentleman right here did?
Please state your name for the record, sir.
Kevin Flores Souza,
Thank you. And Mr. Flores Souza, what is your date of birth?
7/15/98.
All right, and Mr. Flores Souza, you are here on a new Justice Court case out of the El Centro Justice Court for your, based upon an arrest on March 24th for the charges of criminal trespass, third degree, a
Trespass?
class 3 misdemeanor, and disobeying, resisting an order of court. I think there was an order of protection or an injunction against
I'd like
harassment.
to dispute that.
And let me finish, and that's a class 1 misdemeanor. I am finding probable cause for both of those today.
Ma'am, on that one, I've separated for that girl for 3 years. She
That
just
girl.
lives in the same area.
Okay.
I was actually working in the area, and I have nothing to do with her. I was not trying to go near her. And it's just in the same area because she goes to ASU, and I live in downtown Phoenix, and I was working.
Okay. So I am for purposes of today's of your matter, I am appointing you an attorney and setting a secure and your arraignment hearing will be in the El Centro Justice Court on March 28th at 8:30 a.m. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $1,500. Okay? That means you can work with a bonding company to get that bond posted. In the event that you are able to post that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, you are not to have any contact with the alleged victim, or any witness. You are not to possess weapons, you are not to possess drugs, and you are not to consume alcohol. You must obey any orders of protections that have been issued against you or any injunctions against harassment. And Mr. Flores Souza, you had a question.
Yes, so they originally booked me because I had a warrant sent out for Gilbert. I went to that court twice, and then they said the second time that I just have to make a payment, and I don't have a third court. So I want to figure out what's going on with that, and I would ask for an order of release so I can go handle that.
Okay. So for the purposes of today's hearing, you are here on the charges of disobeying the order of protection and the criminal trespass. That's all I have in front of me today. Based upon that information, I am finding probable cause and I am setting a bond on that matter. And you can post the bond and thereby secure release. But in view of the information I have, I am setting the bond at $1,500.
Well, can I explain my day yesterday?
Well, you can explain that to your attorney.
I would rather say it now because
you can explain it to your attorney, or you can explain it at the arraignment hearing. But
I'm fine with saying it now and saying it there too, because the morning I went to the farm on South Mountain and I applied for the chilies. I was working in the farm. Then I went to Central and I applied for an automotive job. Then I went to downtown to San Carlos to apply for a front desk clerk. Then I was going to take the rail back to Mesa at my job over there at UKF Gym. I was not going near her. I had nothing to do with her. I'm not going near her work. I'm not going near her building. I'm not breaking the 50-yard
50 yard.
I'm not doing that.
That's the information I have is that you were in fact in violation of that order. So again, that's based upon the information I have at this time. You can present whatever information you feel appropriate to your attorney and then to the judge at the arraignment hearing. So, sir, if you go ahead, step to the left, the officer will have your paperwork for you.
You're not able to order a release?
So based upon the information I have, I am setting the secured appearance bond at $1,500.
Ma'am,
so again, if you'll step to the left.
I was handing out business cards on Phoenix, on the city of Phoenix for the gym, for memberships.
Okay. So you'll go ahead, step to the left, officer will have your paperwork for you. Antonio Campagna.
My whole life. I was born in Glendale.
Next up on the Price is Wrong.
And then Matthew Moran, have a seat by the door, please.
That man.
Mr. Companion, please state your name for the record.
Antonio Campagna.
Campagna. I apologize for that. Mr. Campagna, what is your date of birth?
September 25th, 2002.
Okay. And you are here today, sir, based upon 3 warrants for probation violations in Maricopa County Superior Court cases.
All right, order.
5175, 4061.
Order in the court.
6909.
Man, that was a wild one right there.
In each of these cases, I am appointing you an attorney, and you will have, and setting hearings on April 1st at 8:30 at the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting in each of these three, in these cases, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the 5175 case in the amount of $500. In the 4061 case, I am setting a secured appearance bond again in the amount of $500, and in the 6909 case, I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. So that is, for all three cases, a total secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. Okay? If you are able to post that bond, your release would be subject to certain conditions, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol, and you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. Okay? All right, if you'll go ahead, step to the left, officer will have your paperwork for you.
Hey, that one was as good as almost as the Wizinator.
All right, Matthew Moran, and then if Allison Werner will have a seat by the door, please.
And you might be wondering what the Wizinator is.
Good morning, sir. Please state your name.
Matthew Ernest Moran.
All right,
and
for sure.
Mr. Moran, what is your date of birth?
March 18th, 1983.
Thank you. And you are here today based upon a warrant from the Goodyear Municipal Court. I am finding for purposes of appointing counsel that you are indigent for that purpose, and that an attorney will be appointed at your next hearing, which will be in the Goodyear Municipal Court on April 2nd at 8:30. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $300 in your case, okay?
Your Honor, the reason why I was going to make it to court, but the reason why I didn't make it is because I was held in custody, and then I was supposed to get out today, but they hit me with the page 2, and I was going to make it over there as soon as I got out today. I was going to make it to the court so I could take care of this. And then also, I did write them a letter, but I'm not sure if they got the letter or not.
I have very limited information in what's in front of me today, sir.
I got my ID right here. It says that I've been arrested. I mean, look, I'm in orange clothes. That's why I didn't make it to court. Otherwise, I would have made it.
Hold on. And you've been in custody where, sir?
Here.
Since when?
In Towers, since February.
I don't know. I still don't believe him.
24 at 1913 hours.
Okay, sir, could you go ahead and sit down and we'll come back to you.
All right, thank you.
I could hear a whisper. Can you guys hear? Hey, if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. Also, sharing is caring. If you guys want to share it with the ones you love, with the ones you don't love, it don't matter. Just share it. And also remember, following is free 99. Okay. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty. Don't be that person.
All right, Allison Warner, and then if Gene Thomas could have a seat by the door, please.
Don't be an Uncle Scrooge, if you will. It's free. I'm giving this away for free 99. Are you out of your mind?
All right, Ms. Warner, you are here on 2 warrants for probation violations out of the Superior Court. In the first one, the 7185, I am appointing you a public defender and setting 2 hearings. The first one, both of them are on April 1st at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court, and setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $150. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure release, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. In the second case, which is the 1606 case, this is also a warrant for probation violation. And in this case, again, I am appointing you an attorney. Same court dates, April 1st at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. Secured appearance bond, again, $150. So that is, for both cases, total secured appearance bond of $300. In the event that you post that bond, please remember to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. All right, if you want to step to the left, officer will have your paperwork for you. All right, Jean Thomas, please. And then if Colleen Medina could please have a seat by the door.
Amy said that head tilt says guilty, if you will. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate that, MS.
All right, this is
Carrie?
Ms. Thomas. You are here today on two failure to appear warrants out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. The first one is in case 1095. An attorney has already been appointed for you in this case, and I'm setting 2 hearings in your matter. The first for April 1st. I'm sorry. All the hearings are on April 1st at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in this first case in the amount of $50. If you are able to post that bond, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. In the second case, again, as a failure to appear, an attorney has already been appointed to you. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500 in this case. And again, in the event that you are able to post the bond for both cases, $550, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. Okay? All right, go ahead, get your paperwork, step to the left. All right, Colleen Medina, and then Michael Butera. If Mr. Butera could please have a seat by the door.
Hey, good morning, Faith. How's it going? Hey, thank you for sharing.
Ms. Medina, if you could please state your name for the record.
Colleen Medina.
Okay, and what is your date of birth, Ms. Medina?
10/24/1994.
I'm sorry, say it again?
10/24/1994.
All right. And Ms. Medina, you are here on 3 matters. Your first is a new municipal court case out of Peoria Municipal Court for shoplifting. It's a Class 1 misdemeanor, and for refusing to give your true name to the officers, that's a Class 2 misdemeanor. I am finding probable cause for both of those violations. For purposes of today's hearing, I am finding that you are indigent, and an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing in Peoria Municipal Court, which has been set for March 27th, so that's in 2 days. I am setting in this municipal court case a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Now, in addition to the municipal court case, you also have 2 warrants, or warrants issued in 2 Maricopa County Superior Court cases for probation violations. These are case numbers 1371 and 011. For purposes of those Superior Court warrants, I am appointing you an attorney. And hearings in both of those cases have been set for April 1st at 8:30 in the downtown Superior Court. I am ordering a secured appearance bond in both of those Maricopa County cases of $500. In the event that you are able to post those bonds and secure your release, please contact your probation officer. You need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. So go ahead and step to the left. Officer will have your paperwork for you.
The chat that you see in the background is the chat that you guys are having.
Sheriff, to the podium, and then if Marisol Torres.
It's from all the streams I got going right now.
The door.
I got 3 streams. I got 2 TTs and 1 YT.
Gutierrez, could you please state your name for the record?
Michael Jack Gutierrez.
Thank you. And Mr. Gutierrez, what is your date of birth?
March 3rd, 1962, Your Honor.
Thank you. And you are here today on a new case for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I am finding probable cause for both of those offenses. I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 court dates for you. The first is on April 9th at 8:30, and the second one is on April 11th at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. Now, as long as you'll tell me that you are going to attend those hearings, I am inclined to release you to pretrial services.
Okay, I will attend, Your Honor.
Okay. So, in the event that you, since I am releasing you to pretrial services, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And please continue to keep the court updated with your local, with your address. If you will go ahead, step to the left, officer will have your paperwork for you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias, Coco. Highly appreciate it.
All right, Marisol Torres, and then if Jason Menino could please have a seat by the door.
Damn, hey, these courts have been nonstop. Pima County, now this county?
Good afternoon.
Sheesh.
Good afternoon, Ms. Torres. Could you please state your name for the record?
Marisol Torres.
And Ms. Torres, what is your date of birth?
09/15/2002.
Next
okay.
chat. Is this
Ms.
live?
Torres, you were arrested for 3 violations. The first is assault, is misdemeanor assault. I am finding probable cause for that. The second one is aggravated domestic violence. I am not finding probable cause for that for the limited purposes of today's hearing, and also for the limited purposes of today's hearing, not finding probable cause for your other violation, which was kidnapping. That does not mean that those charges are dismissed. I am finding that I am appointing you an attorney and setting 2 hearings in your case, April 9th and April 11th, both at the downtown Maricopa Superior Court. Now, I am inclined to release you to supervised release so long as you promise to attend those 2 hearings. Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. You are not to have contact with the alleged victim. You are not to initiate contact with the victim. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You need to obey any orders of protection or injunctions against harassment that may issue against you. You may not reside at the same location as the alleged victim. Right. If you need a civil standby to get your stuff, then you will need to arrange for a civil standby through the city where the property is located. Okay.
Okay.
All right. If you'll go ahead, step to the left, officer will have your paperwork.
Who is this?
All right.
Damn.
Jason Menino, and then Marlene Sanchez, if Ms. Sanchez would please have a seat by the door.
Hey guys, is this live?
Mr. Menino, will you please state your name for the record?
Jason Menino.
All right, and Mr. Menino, what is your date of birth?
06/18/2002.
Thank you. And you are here today on 3 violations: racing, a Class 1 misdemeanor; reckless driving, a Class 2 misdemeanor; and excessive speed, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I am finding probable cause for all 3 violations. Because of the nature of the charges, you are not entitled to a court-appointed counsel. That doesn't mean that you can't retain your own attorney at your expense, or you can represent yourself in this matter. I am setting a hearing at the University Lakes Justice Court for for April 8th at 1:30 p.m. Now, as long as you will promise me that you will attend that hearing, I am inclined today to release you on your own recognizance.
I promise.
All right, and with that, officer will have your paperwork.
Next.
All right, Marlene, Sanchez, and then Michael Brown to the seat by the door, please. Ms. Sanchez, can you please state your name for the record?
Marlene Elena Bandano Sanchez.
And Ms. Sanchez, what is your date of birth?
03/30/1999.
All right, and you are here today on a warrant out of the Country Meadows Justice Court. And because of the nature of the charges, you are not entitled to a court-appointed attorney today, but that does not mean you cannot retain your own attorney to represent you or represent yourself. I am inclined to release you today on your own recognizance, so long as you will promise me that you will attend the April 10th hearing at 8:30 at the Country Meadows Justice Court.
I promise.
Okay.
What up, Kay?
All right, if you step to the left, officer will have your paperwork.
Sovereignty.
All right, Michael Brown to the podium, and then Matthew Morin, Mr. Morin will have a seat by the door.
It feels like the whole city got picked up yesterday. Is there anybody left in Maricop County?
Can I address the court for about 30 seconds before this gets started? Because there's some information I need you to have.
Well, I'm kind of limited by what I can do, and let me go ahead and let's figure out who you are first. Are you Michael Brown?
Michael Tyrone Brown, birth date 5/30/1973.
All right. And, sir, you are here today on a warrant out of the state of Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you get that white laminated card
Yes.
they give you?
That's kind of what I need to speak with you about. in
Okay.
regards to that.
Well, as you saw on that white laminated card, and I've got a script, so let's do the script, and then if it answers your questions, we're good, and then if you still have questions, we'll talk about it. Okay?
It's not questions, it's facts in regards to this, because I'm already out on bail on this case.
He's going to be good.
And I'm trying to give you the information for that.
I'm limited by what I can do. We did confirm the warrant in the system, so the warrant is confirmed.
No.
And Texas has issued it.
It's 100% accurate.
Did you bond here or in Texas?
I bonded here in Parker City Jail, La Paz County. I have the deputy here called over there and he verified it. This is the court number, the record number that they gave him, the bail amount that they gave him, and the date that I bailed out.
Hold on.
Oh, okay. I'm tracking. He might be within his rights to speak up, because if he already got picked up and is on bail from another county.
If you'll go ahead and give that note to the officer, we'll try to call them and look it up. Go ahead and have a seat.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right. It looks like he might be getting out. See, we're over here jumping the gun, thinking we got another one. Shut your mouth, and So we'll see right now, if you will.
He was in fact in
Up says I got the facts. He got them tapes, if you will.
To tell the good your court and understand it is there is.
Hey, that'll be pretty.
Right? If you go to R and just hit in custody, warrant was issued. Put a little note on there that's just kind of helpful for the other court. Like, yes, we actually we're able to confirm it. Sometimes you can't confirm it. Don't stress that if you can't confirm it. And then just say
the whispers.
Okay. All right. Mr. Moran, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
All right. This was the first dude, right?
All right.
That said he was already in jail. And so I guess they verified it.
Mr. Moran, because the officer was able to confirm that you were in fact in custody on the date that warrant was issued, you still have a hearing on April 9th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to go to that hearing?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As a result, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance.
Yes, ma'am.
But please make sure to keep the court updated on your address and go to that hearing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
April 9th?
April 9th. The officer will have your paperwork, and you need to wait for him to get that for you, and we need to reprint your order too.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, so that dude's getting out. He caught a break. So let's see what she does with the other gentleman there. Is she gonna let him out? Because he already, and like that's like kind of like double jeopardy. How are they gonna make you pay bail twice? You're bailed out already from you got picked up in another county. You bailed out from Texas, and then they're gonna pick you up again in the same state when you already paid bail. Like that makes no sense. If you will, if you guys are tracking. Where's Danielle Larson? Is rigged. See, I want to know who that girl tried to. Jeez, Mozos. Hey, so after this is done, we're gonna jump over to Connecticut Board of Parole hearings. You guys are late. We originally started out with Kentucky. We did Kentucky this morning. Oh snap! How long has it been running already? Okay, we've been on for. Damn, I've been on for 7 hours. And I need to do something with myself. I need to go take up like a hobby or something. Hey, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for the follow. Highly appreciated. Any parole hearings? Yeah, you missed the earlier ones from Kentucky, but we're gonna run Connecticut right now when this is done. All right. So just sit tight, bro. 7 hours? Damn, bro. 7? This is your hobby. Don't leave us. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, please do me a favor. Just hit that follow button. We need to get the small account to 10,000 subscribers. I'm trying to hit the what do you call it? The creator fund or whatever it's called. Sir, how do you get access to the live video from the court? With my Twitter fingers, if you will. Tap the screen. Hey, what's up, nalgas tumbadas? Let me see. As long as your wife doesn't put you in the doghouse. My wife's working. She loves it that I leave her alone. Because if not, then I'll go to her office and I start messing with her, and then she'll get all upset and whatnot. She'll get all distraught because she has her own work issues and stuff. You know, people emailing her that didn't get their job done and excuses and whatnot. And that I don't help the situation. So she loves it when I'm over here and you know when I leave her alone. So during work hours, if you will. Now, no, seriously, does anyone have access to the live stream for the court? What the wood? Hey, what's up? And also, hey, don't forget, sharing is caring. Share the streams with your loved ones, with the ones you don't love. Send it to everybody. Let me see. It's you're been, man, yeah, I've been up for a minute.
12 hours.
Hey, if you will.
So maybe we can, do you have any house calls?
No.
Okay, we need to.
Hey, thank you.
Let's have him move to the 2. And we can just tell him, Mr. Brown, we can see your case. We can see your case in the POS system. We're calling them. We are calling them, and we're going to check with our extraditions judge. Because that does not mean an automatic get out of jail free. We're calling, and so we're going to move you to the 2 p.m. because we are behind right now.
Where you at?
So you still got plenty of time on your arrest clock. We're moving you to 2 o'clock so that we can get it sorted out and figure out what we're doing with you. No guarantee on what we're doing, but we're going to figure it out. Because we see that you do have the case, you found it.
I just wanted to let that be known to the court because I was told it was a clerical error because they should have been taken off the system.
No, it's not a clerical error. Here's the problem. Getting arrested in a different state does not quash a warrant in Texas. It never will. That warrant is live in the national system. If you're released tomorrow, you get stopped by another cop, they're going to arrest you on the Texas warrant.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it does not quash it in the other state. This is why you should avoid getting felony warrants in other states.
Right.
That being said, I have been here a long time, and I've never seen this. So it's daytime, lucky for you, lucky for us. So we're going to get some information. We're going to call our fugitive judge. We have a judge that presides over these and say, what do you want us to do? But first we want to gather some facts for her so she can make a good decision. Because we are not experts on this, but she is.
I appreciate
So we're going to bring you back at 2 because that's going to take some time.
And she's doing the 2 o'clock calendar also.
Thank you for the conduit.
Yeah.
Damn. That was have to wait till the 2 o'clock. The 2 o'clock hearings.
No, you didn't. I need to copy this one, the new one.
Oh, yeah.
For our file. And I'll,
Why is
we'll
yeah, yelling?
Because I need to start finding everybody.
Hey, I like that they're yelling. It's more dramatic.
What happened, if they can send you the minute entry, that'd be great. Okay, thank you. All right, so I think if we have the house, we'll just be agreed.
All right, court stands adjourned until the 2 p.m. calendar.
2 p.m. Oh, okay. Now, hey, we're going to go to Connecticut.